Hey, how you doing? My name is Jay Prakash Siran, and just kind of starting up this video series, which I want to do, I don't know, maybe once, twice a week. Monday motivation thing, inspiration. Let's see how it goes. Um, so, new week, new sense of life, new opportunity to achieve your goals, get to those bucket list items, do all the things you've set about wanting to do. So I guess the question is, how are you doing? And I want you to think about that. How are you doing? Oftentimes we have an automatic answer for people asking us that question. We go quite quickly to saying, yeah, I'm good, I'm fine, everything's great, I'm happy, life is amazing. But often the words are just put out there to let people think that life is amazing. And sometimes we convince ourselves that things are going really well, even though they may not be completely to our liking. And I don't mean that everyone's saying, yeah, things are fine, yeah, things are cool, yeah, I'm okay, yeah, I'm happy. Not everyone who says those words are actually lying. It's more a case of people say things are fine when they actually mean, yeah, things are fine, I don't know, about half the time. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's only 25%. There's no way to really get a percentage calculation. But I want to instill a seed, at least, that things can be great 80, 90, 100% of the time. We're not 100%. We're like 99.78. And the reason that they're not for a lot of people is a lot of people decide through life experience, through observation, through advice, well-meaning as it may be, from elders, from teachers, from other people who've gone through similar situations or similar lives. People get into the habit of accepting that life can only get so good and no better, and that it's okay to be fine with things not being 100% up to spec. And when I say up to spec, I mean not I mean that we all have preferences. We all have a ideal life, ideal day, ideal week. And the majority of us, majority of people, have the ideal but don't expect it. Certainly not fully. There's hope, there's hopefulness. I hope that I will win the lottery. I hope that I will get a raise. I hope that I will find the job that really kind of sings to my soul and heart and doesn't feel like work, that I get up excited to go to or excited to do. Virtually everyone is hopeful of this, but also virtually everyone doesn't expect this ideal reality to exist. So most people saying that, yeah, I'm good, are actually saying, I've settled. I'm okay with how life is. And I'm making myself okay with how life is because otherwise I won't be happy at all. Otherwise I'll complain about everything. And yes, that is an extreme case. It's not always the case. So I'll ask you again, How are you doing? Answer that for yourself. How is how is you as a person? Are you happy right now in this moment? Can you say, yeah, I can feel that joy. I'm at peace. I'm not actually thinking of anything other than this video that I'm watching because life is working out for me. Everything's cool. I have minimal problems. Um, I'm loving. I have love around me. I am perpetually in a joyous space. I am at peace with everything that is. And yeah, maybe there's some things in my life that's not the ideal, but they're stepping stones towards my ideal. And everything just gets better and better day by day. I am in good health. I have money flowing to me. I have opportunities flowing to me. I have adventures flowing to me. I have so many wonderful people in my life. I have so much love in my life. I have great relationships. I'm happy. Like everything is pretty cool. And I'd like for you to say that. And if you are saying that, great. You don't really need to watch anything I say, if other than to be entertained. But if you can't say that, if you are kind of going, actually, life could be better. Actually, I could be more at peace. Actually, I could do with more love in my life. I could do with better relationships. I could do with a better work environment. You deserve it. Everything that you desire, everything that you want, you deserve. And you can have. And I want to instill that seed. When we create things, okay, so I've worked with creative people where we come up with stories, where we come up with craft projects and creative projects. And there's often a process where we're just brainstorming ideas. And in that process, the fundamental principle is that there's no bad ideas. Just throw everything out on the table, whatever whatever comes to mind, and then we'll work from that. And you can do the same with your life. You have desires, and those desires are out there. I mean, you don't need to list them out. You don't need to be 100% conscious of every item that you want to put onto your bucket list. You have these preferences. These preferences are born in you through your life experience. When you encounter a person who is rude, you automatically would develop a preference to be nicer. Either yourself being nicer or to encounter people who are nicer. When you are in a financial bind and you have bills to pay, a preference is born in you to have as much money as you desire, to have your bills paid on time, to feel abundant. All of those preferences, desires for how your life, how you want your life to be, all of that's already in you. All of that has been birthed and been, some of them gestating, some of them have even perhaps materialized in either in the fullness of what you desire, or little bits and pieces. For example, you may have an ideal person in mind with all of the particular characteristics and interests and personal desires from their part for your ideal mate, romance, relationship, friendship, whatever it is. And in the course of your life, you may be meeting people and maybe engaging people. You may have a collection of very close friends who all have elements from this ideal list that you've created. And that's it's kind of manifestation in motion. That's the universe kind of showing you that this is possible, that you have asked for these items and here they are. Yes, they may not all be in one person, and maybe in this lifetime they will never be in one person, but it's up to you to kind of acknowledge that you are getting what you want, and you're getting it in the way that you expect, whether you're conscious of how you're expecting it or not. But that's something that I will focus on a little later in this series of videos. Today, the key thing is to focus on yourself and say, okay, how am I really doing? And identify the parts of you that do need support, that do need some hampering from the food that you're putting into your body, the exercise that you may be doing, the physical exercises, and mental exercises, and spiritual exercises, the practices that you have in place. When you wake up in the morning, do you take time to feel good? Do you take time to meditate? Do you take time to do 10 push-ups? Do you take time to love yourself? When you go to the bathroom, are you paying attention to this beautiful body that you are embodying as you wash yourself? Are you appreciating everything that you currently have and are experiencing in your life? And shifting your focus to all of the things that are supporting you, whether that support is coming through the place that you live in, that support is coming through the people in your life, whether that support is coming through your employment, which is helping you live through the paycheck that you're getting, helping you express yourself through the work that you do. You're taking time to note all the things in your life that are good for you. And ignoring the things that are not good for you, or rather the things that you have up until now been complaining about. So, for example, you may enjoy your work, but those work colleagues just get on your nerves. How much airtime are you giving to your work colleagues throughout the day? Are you spending more of your time focused on the appreciation of, I get to really express myself and really put my skills to use through the work that I'm doing, and I love being employed at this particular business, at this company, because I'm doing what I love doing. I'm doing stuff that excites me. I get to use my brain, I get to use my hands, I am having fun expressing myself through whatever talents and skills I'm expressing myself through. And yeah, sure, there's these people who are working with me who are so negative, and they just complain about things, and everything they talk about just gets on my nerves. And then you realize, hang on, I'm complaining about the people who are complaining, and complaining about complaining is a complaint in itself. How can I find a way to make peace with, okay, those people are there, they're in my environment, but they don't have to take as much airtime as I'm giving them. I can put on my headphones and focus on my work, and I can maintain my boundaries and say, listen, in order for me to be as productive as I can be, between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock, I'm going to have my headphones on and no one can talk to me because I don't want to be interrupted and I need to focus on what I get done, what I need to get done. And then 12 o'clock for half an hour, come bombard me with your questions and stuff that you need doing. I'll put that on my list and we'll sort that out for the rest of the day. That's a random example. Obviously, you need to find out or figure out a system that works specifically for you within your work environment and that gels with the people in the work environment. So yes, there's a little bit of work that you need to do in order to have a better experience through the day, regardless of the people around you. And this is another thing that we will elaborate on in another episode. All these episodes. But as a intro, a lot of what I'm going to be talking about and a lot of what I do talk about is taking responsibility for your own life. And that includes taking responsibility for your well-being and for your emotional state. We as people have got into a routine, into a habit of blaming situation and blaming other people for how we feel. Essentially saying, this needs to be different so that I can feel better. You need to be different so that I can feel better. And I want to say that that's like trying to push a snowball uphill. When you can get to the space where you realize, yes, I do need to feel better, but I'm not going to lay that on anyone else. I'm not going to lay that on anything else. I'm not going to wait for someone else to change their behavior before I feel better. I'm going to do what I can right now, even if nothing else changes in my environment, to feel better. I am going to take more care of myself. When I get up in the morning, I want to feel good, so I'm going to meditate, or I'm going to read something uplifting, or I'm going to do both. Or I'm going to listen to a motivational piece, something that raises my spirits, something that really gets me ready to take on the world, because that's what I want to do. I want to take on my world and make it my best world possible. So how are you doing?